Hello and welcome to tonight's session of Beyond Armageddon. Before we begin, a few announcements. Definitely check out the book written by one of our players, Amalia. The book is called Sabbat the Schism. It's an addition to V5, where you are allowed to create Sabbat characters, and it's gotten an update fairly recently. New coat of paint, the experience of reading it was made better for uh, whoever decides to have a look at it. Definitely go check it out. The link is below. Second, we would like to thank RS Experiments, aka Mark, one of our previous players, for creating the intro song and all the songs you hear during our breaks. If you like what you hear in those specific time windows, you can check the link below for his SoundCloud page. Again, that's RS Experiments. Lastly, remember to subscribe here where you're watching, either Twitch or YouTube, because we are streaming regularly every week at 7 p.m. Central European Summertime, 10 a.m. Pacific, or 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to catch up on previous sessions, our backlog is uploaded to YouTube. Without further ado, then, let's get to this night's session of Armageddon. We join Gabriel as he makes his way to the computer lab. As he approaches the front of the building, he adjusts his coat for even for someone with his condition. December still feels quite cold. Gabriel, as you walk down the stairs and approach the metal door, you reach to type in the code, make it inside, and you feel this odd sensation in the back of your mind as a familiar voice almost gasps right up against your ear. Stephanie just says, oh, that. Feel that?
I feel something. I'm not entirely sure what it is.
I don't know what that is either, but it doesn't feel good. Maybe have any weapons with you?
DM, could I have like a knife or something? Because you can buy those anywhere.
Well, it's entirely up to you, Gabriel. Would you be the type of person to carry something with you?
Yeah, although it's just a pocket knife.
Oh. You take the pocket knife, unfold it, and the voice speaks. Really? Okay,
I
I
mean,
guess it's better
the
than nothing.
best I have are my fists.
Well, regardless, I think you're at least fast enough to avoid something. You get to react. I think I sense it from the keypad.
All right. And with that, I'm just going to slip inside.
Mm-hmm. Right. As you type in the code, the moment your finger presses the first button, there is this freezing jolt that grabs you by the spine. And you get this rush in your head. For the first time in, well, a very long time. You feel this really strong sense of anxiety. Almost overwhelming. Something you know by now you shouldn't be able to muster. And there are flashes of images in your mind, memories, perhaps. Images of a pitch black room with very, very faint signs of light coming from behind a doorway. Shadows passing in front of that light tell you you're not alone. You remember whatever was in there was more beast than man. Another image then overtakes you. An image of someone in familiar attire with familiar face. Your sire. Who this moment led you to this building, very old looking building. He pushes these two large doors, and you see rows of bookshelves. A library far larger than the building would have you believe. And the more you look at it, the more you can tell angles that shouldn't be possible. Parts of the
It's
library
smaller
almost
on
feel
the
like a.
outside.
Basically, the library feels almost like an Escher artwork. And then you remember searing pain as someone you don't recognize helps your sire hold you down while they use this intricate, sharp object, perhaps a knife, perhaps a dagger, to carve something into your arm while you desperately struggle to break free. And
Hmm.
with that, the feeling immediately fades back to the dull, almost neutral state you find yourself perpetually. And you realize the lab door is open in front of you.
Did you feel that or see that? Asking Persephone.
You ask. And after a moment of silence, a voice rings out. Not Persephone, Sire's voice. I told you, Dave.
Right. I think I'm just gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust this.
Right. Please roll willpower. All right. You turn to leave, and as you try to take the first step up the stairs, it's almost like something's pulling you back. It takes actual mental effort to make the movement. And the voice speaks once more. Stop struggling. The mark wasn't made to protect you against me.
Then who or what?
That's for me to know. Now, stop struggling. And I'm going to make a willpower roll myself.
Botch, 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 botch.
Not something you can botch, I'm afraid.
I know, I just want you to roll bad.
I got 2 successes. For a moment, you, without really thinking about it, you realize your hand has braced against the wall. It wasn't your movement, definitely. And then you feel this sting in your thoughts. And Persephone's voice speaks up. Oh. Oh my. Who was that?
My sire.
Oh, okay. Sire meaning the person who turned you into this.
Yes.
Oh shit. Um. I mean, I sensed something else was in here, but didn't think it'd be this persistent.
Something's inside the lab, and I'm not willing to see what it is. At
Yeah,
least not alone.
yeah, I agree with that. Maybe let's.
I'm gonna be moving as we talk now.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't feel that same struggle anymore. Maybe
Yay.
let's, let's keep an eye out for this. I'll put up some barriers. We might have to. Yeah, we might have to reach out to a contact of mine. It's been a while since I've been around, so I don't know if they are still here. It would also help if I remember their name, their face. But I at least know where they were. And
Let's go then.
searching your thoughts, I think you know the place too. Enough?
Oh,
I mean, well, damn. Um. Okay, yeah. Maybe let's make a few calls and go to the library. That's what you call it here.
Yes, let's go to the library. And I believe we should probably contact someone else that's adept at thaumaturgy, because I think that was part of what was involved there.
Yeah, probably.
Probably some kind of ward, but I'm resistant to magical effects.
Well, hopefully if things haven't changed all that much, we'll be able to find my contact. Suppose we'll see.
Let's go.
And you begin to head out. Suddenly, your plans for the night have changed. You begin
I will
making your
just have to
way.
do that the old-fashioned way.
You begin to make your way library, and we'll take a brief break from Gabriel's situation, as we will soon return to it. And we join instead Iris, as she hears a knock in her office. But instead of being the door, she hears a knock at the window.
Olivia wouldn't knock. I look to the window. Well, actually, tell me this. Are there cacti facing the window? There probably are, aren't there?
There are cacti within the view of the window. Yeah.
Yeah, so I basically, even before reacting, I first look through the plant. What is it? Who is it?
Yeah. Looking to it, you see a familiar face of a very, very annoying contact of yours, hanging on the windowsill and keeping watch below to make sure he's not seen.
By the way, I probably would have already done like that hospitality thing on my office. Would I have? So I can just get the window spirit, be like open sesame. Just to show off.
Yeah. The guy seems pretty surprised by the window opening. Chuckles and then begins to climb inside.
Right, so assuming that I see you, you weren't caught by the corrupted werewolf.
Well, boss, came damn close. Damn close.
Ah, I see. Well, and I also see that whatever spirits in the factory didn't devour you, or possess you, or corrupt you in any way, given that you still look exactly the same for the nature spirits.
From what I understood, I don't believe they could.
What do you mean?
So, what I saw inside, yes. I saw experiment, laboratory. Most people in there, from what I could tell, were human.
And I assume you have no aspects.
Well, I did pick up that trick. But
what trick?
I also know there are ways to mask.
Oh, I meant if you had aspects, you would be able to see their aura.
Yes, and there are ways to mask that.
Well, they weren't masking last time I visited.
Perhaps not. I did spot a few of the hounds, but
Mm-hmm.
I understand why they don't make appearances in public.
Well,
Well, aside from being butt fuck ugly, I think it would be very damaging to their efforts if people started noticing an individual with two faces walking around. Or
individual with two faces.
they all have odd deformities.
I see. Hmm. That is really not the regular. That is really not the regular
Not at all.
term. Hmm.
I
From what
explored.
I know. Go on.
Well, I explored most of the facility, and I can tell you most of it is, well, not necessarily normal, but definitely within what humans could achieve. That said, there is a high security level I couldn't reach.
And what about supernatural? While you were inside, did you feel anything? Like a presence?
Yes, but from the secure level. And it was not something I wanted to get close to. I would have. I do love a challenge, but I couldn't. I don't know why.
You couldn't. What
I
do you mean you
couldn't.
couldn't?
I approached the door. I was attempting to infiltrate my own way, but I felt I couldn't.
Hmm. I see. Interesting. Hmm. How? Mm, well then. Um. What about the experiments that they have?
The various ones, or any specific one?
Well, whatever you saw.
Well, they are collecting things from the ocean, I believe. Some
Mm-hmm.
deep sea fish, if I had to guess. And they are modifying it somehow and injecting it back into living things. I only
I
saw one
see.
human trial, and the subject did not survive.
I see. Hmm.
According to your
How? Yes.
well, it, regarding your suspicions, I didn't see signs of an ambush prepared, but I would also avoid picking a fight in there.
Oh, I've seen what's inside there. I've seen the presence inside there. And let's just be clear. Neither the older Khaldun know what that is, nor do the mages know what that is. The mages consider it pretty terrifying. I am not planning to approach that thing at all until I know what it is.
Fair enough. Should I?
Because, well, I would like to. So, the We more or less know what capabilities have the regular werewolves. Now the hounds inside those factory, according to the werewolf guarded spirits themselves, are so corrupt that we are less of, how to say, that thing that the werewolves hate. They are so much more. Now my concern is whether they're like the infernalists among our kind. Whether they have any special abilities.
Well, I would wager they do.
Well,
As
then,
for...
how are you able to spy on them?
Well, I did spy on them for a time. I'd wager they are capable of different things, but mostly because of... Well, I've never seen a hound engage in this type of research.
Oh, there's a reason why, despite the fact that normally the werewolf spirits would just try to chase me out or kill me, there's a reason it communicated to me about those things.
Oh?
They're essentially, from my impression is that they're essentially like infernalist werewolves, but obviously not infernalists, but basically their type of nihilistic existentialist threat to the world.
I will leave the course of action in the future for you, but if you would like, I can find a safer meeting spot near the factory. If you do intend to talk.
First I wish to know what are their abilities. I believe a better recon would be more useful.
Very well.
Before meeting.
I will...
Like I said, whatever's in the factory is force, I guess. Terrifying enough to be maybe compared to a demon. Not a demon, though. We don't know whether that force can manifest in them, even remotely.
Well, I will find out as much information as possible.
And this is when Iris's phone rings, and out of character, I need to go pick up the order.
Yeah. We'll take a very quick pause from Iris and join Gabriel this time when he arrives at the library. Stopping nearby, Gabriel, you approach the front door. Now, you don't have a key to the inside of the building, but let's say that you're on good terms with the owner.
I would hope I'm on good terms with the owner.
I don't know, are you? Nah, they are on pretty good terms.
Is the library door locked?
Well, it is locked, but you hear, like, you see lights inside.
So I'll knock.
I'm back.
Yep. Jack, you open your eyes as your ritual is interrupted by a sound from the front door.
To be honest, that ritual cannot really be interrupted, but we can say it's a different ritual.
You didn't specify the
yeah.
ritual? I had to guess.
Teru.
Go on.
I'll go to the door.
Mm-hmm. Opening it, you see Gabriel. And I need to check something on your sheet, Jack.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Okay. Alright. You see Gabriel, and something unexpected strikes you almost out of nowhere. Not that you... It's not as strong as it would be in most cases this would happen, but you feel a lingering sense of danger coming from Gabriel. Almost as if a sixth sense of yours is telling you to watch your back.
I take it this is not something he's gotten off me before.
Mm-mm.
Oh, fine.
Oh, fine. In reality, oh, fuck, but oh, fine. Yeah, right. What is it, I suppose?
The lab has been compromised. The computer lab, I believe.
Okay. Come inside.
Instead of walking into the trap, I left and came here. And there are other things, if I could step inside.
Sure.
So, Gabriel, you head inside, and Jack, do you perhaps, out of character, remember the feeling you get when Gabriel enters the library? In general, what the forces in the library do in reaction to Gabriel?
The magic avoids him.
This lingering magic in the library reacts to Gabriel this time as well, but does something very different. Instead of repelling away from Gabriel, it's almost drawn to him.
Continue.
So,
The lab.
my sire tried to force me to go into the computer lab.
Did Gabriel mention to Jack that he did Erise? Yes, sir.
I don't believe so.
And the reason the fucker is still alive then?
He's not. He's trapped in my head with me.
Jack, roll into cult. Kindred lore applies, if you have it.
Hell yes. I don't think book knowledge applies.
Does abstract thought apply?
Well, unfortunately, Gabriel, this is not a rule
listen.
you would make.
Oh, it's not for me. Cool.
Tasty.
All right. So, you know that the risk of possession is something that sort of serves as the main deterrent for diablerie within the Sabbat, apart from the addiction that it can cause. You know that minds that attempt diablerie without proper preparation can be affected, changed, or even taken over. You are, however, very, very sure that this type of otherness to that identity, if it happens at all, it is very fleeting.
It's not supposed to be like that. Normally, if I'll go about a generation down, it wouldn't really be able to control you. Bother you, yes. The destruction, yes,
Briefly tried to force me to not leave and to head inside.
which is not supposed to happen. But again, a soul is a whimsical fucking thing. You mind if I
Go ahead.
I'll examine the memory?
Mm-hmm. Jack, roll willpower, please.
Oh no.
Permanent or temporary?
Temporary.
I didn't roll for regen this session, so
You can
quick
roll.
pelese?
You can roll for regen.
Yeah.
Palese.
Nah, you don't regen shit. For context, for viewers, the way we do willpower regen is according to nature, plus you get to roll in the beginning of each session to see if you regen or not. 6 and above, then you get 1.
Yeah.
5 and below, you don't.
I'm locked out of this shit. I pelese. Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm. Immediately as soon as you connect to Gabriel, Gabriel does not resist. As soon as you feel the connection forming, something you're very used to feeling, you hear a voice you don't recognize in your head. New real estate, I see. And you immediately break the connection. For a moment, you even try to examine your thoughts to see if you're affected. Don't think so. Gabriel, clear this up. You did not hear these words.
Perfect, because my brain didn't process the language for a second.
Okay.
Language model has been updated. Did it feel like something I have experienced already?
Mm-mm. I mean, there are similarities, of course, but unless this,
I cannot guarantee it's a demon.
Yeah, you can't guarantee because demons are like there isn't one kind. Obviously, each one does its own thing very differently, but definitely this did not feel like it was that.
Well, hey, at least I have that going for me.
You're never gonna be alone, I suppose.
We need to figure out how the computer lab was compromised. And why did you break the connection so quickly?
Because Samson decided he's gonna partake with us.
Well-
And I rather enjoy my head for myself.
Persephone is also with me. But you know that.
I know that. Do I know Persephone's voice? Like,
I mean, you've heard
after
Persephone do a
the
bunch.
change of yeah.
A bunch of voices. This wasn't one of them.
I'm gonna try my best and like replicate the voice.
Okay.
Like just for Gabriel to tell me if it's like if it sounds familiar.
Let's say it's
Performance?
it's definitely
is
a performance
performance.
role, but what is the
Charisma?
I suppose
I'm rolling just the
charisma,
fucking attribute,
yeah.
so whatever.
charisma and performance, please. I was debating if it was Dex or charisma.
Dex is more about manual dexterity. I'm gonna spend willpower on that bitch. Belese.
Thank fuck you did.
It was a reasonable spend.
It's a rough impression. The voice is very clear. Like it's very clear that Jack isn't a professional at this, but the mannerism he uses seems somewhat familiar to you, Gabriel. And you can tell it's
Like my sire?
yes.
That would be my sire, whom I diablerized before I came to find you.
Yeah, that really is not supposed to happen. In case you were not familiar with the process.
I suppose we should tell Iris then.
Gabriel, you immediately hear Persephone speak up. Do not.
Although Persephone is terrified of her and does not want her to be contacted.
Okay. What is, I suppose, their idea of who we should contact?
Well, Persephone, you hear this conversation too. What is your suggestion?
Well,
Can Persephone just connect to some fucking Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah,
no, actually.
I'm gonna pull. And actually, I'm gonna pull my phone out and be like, "You can speak yourself, Persephone."
Right.
Speak for yourself.
I suppose I can try. So, Gabriel, please roll the value of the mystery flaw I have given you.
Okay. That's horrible.
That is what we call in the business a botch.
Indeed.
Right.
It is M-botch, my man.
Jack, you basically see Gabriel say these words, and then there's a sort of like a few flashes
from the phone.
There's a few flashes from the phone, and then the screen goes black, and you just see smoke beginning to build up. Sorry about that.
The normal way, then.
Well, like I said,
Me.
I have a, or at least had a contact, back then.
What's their name? Or I guess you don't know.
Don't remember.
Well, show me where it is.
Or just head down the corridor here. There should be a room. My memory doesn't fail me.
Little does Persephone know.
Persephone says they have a contact and
Uh-huh.
want me to get in touch with them.
Anything more specific?
I don't even know. Are they a mage or something, Persephone?
Well, I remember I gave them help. They owed me a favor. But they weren't someone I'd ask a favor from, usually.
That doesn't tell me what I'm asking.
It's as much as I can remember.
They did a favor for Persephone in the past and owe a favor, apparently. However, it has been a very long time. They may have moved on, so I would like to investigate that. And it would be
Anyway.
wise, considering the booby trap I found on the keypad at the lab.
I can tell you this. Once you open the door, unless someone moved it, you should find a wooden box. You just need to open it, get what's inside.
Okay.
Little does Persephone know. My God.
Well, we need to go to the place and find a wooden box at the end of a hall.
And that place would be...
If given the directions, Jack, you know damn well what place that is.
I would know, but like...
Yeah. So
I would like him to fucking stop being cryptic about it.
I would explain what I have been shown.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Oh no, death to the screen.
No. It was connected to a different external hard drive.
All good.
I'm back now. Yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna find her here.
You know her? Or them? I don't know what I'm looking for.
Persephone, that's like 5 feet tall, goth-ish, kinda closing on herself, horny. Clarify something for you?
What the? Who's this guy talking about? Oh, I don't remember what the person looked like anyway, so...
Persephone says, "What the hell are you talking about?"
I'm talking about the previous owner of the establishment.
Ah.
No. I mean, is this person still alive?
Are they still alive? Do you know where they have gone to?
In a way.
Is she dead?
No, not really.
Well, regardless, all we need to do is find that box. I'm sure we can, still get some help.
Is the box still there?
Let's go and see, I guess.
Yep, I guess we'll march off to go check.
Mm-hmm. So you follow Persephone's direction and enter what used to be Freya's office / reading room. You look around, Gabriel, trying to search for any wooden boxes. And at some point, your eyes dart over to one of the bookshelves where amidst the books there is a small flat box about this size. Simple looking, in pretty good condition, though. The design seems quite old-fashioned. And Persephone says, "That, there.
I will just pick up the box and say, she says it's this.
Alright,
It's not the box nobody's supposed to touch, right?
it is that box.
No.
What is it?
Let's just say, do not fucking touch it.
Well, Gabriel's holding it right now.
Yeah, I'm already touching it.
Well,
Well, it's a little late for that. As I say, holding it aloft.
Well, just
What?
open it then.
Gabriel, I will send you to hell if you open it. Because there's gonna be a really, really annoying fucking elder on the other side of this door if you open it. So, do not.
Who is the elder?
No idea. He's annoying, and he's powerful, so...
Well,
you know,
he also owes Persephone a favor.
when did Persephone gave him the box?
I don't remember.
How long before you were attacked?
I don't remember.
Persephone has no idea. Their memory has been damaged.
Mine hasn't been, so I advise you not to open it. Because... because... I would really like not to speak with that guy for a foreseeable eternity. That would be about right.
Well, you could leave and let me do it alone.
I mean... Let me just check something. No, that's really... that's really my Vincilum's too high for that shit. Let's just figure it out differently, okay?
An
Well-
elder would be the appropriate person to contact. They surely would have seen something like this themselves.
And... I would still like you, if you wanna contact them, to do it about as far away from here as possible. Though my advice would be not to.
Will Iris kill me if I do this?
Could you repeat that, Jack, please?
He might. She probably won't. He would. Probably.
Who is he?
I have no fucking idea. The guy doesn't have a habit of giving up his name. He never gave his name, to be honest. So. Like, we know who that is, but as a players.
So Gabriel, the choice is before you.
I cannot prohibit Gabriel from doing that, but the moment he does open, I'ma fuck off.
It's super
I
hilarious
think
that
I'm gonna
Iris
take.
just actually has a phone number.
I think we should see if they have another way to contact them. Perhaps it would be less irritating.
No,
This is the only way I know. I don't even remember who they are.
Jack, if you have eidetic memory, you know damn well Iris has a phone number.
Oh yeah, true.
Hell yeah.
Iris might have the phone number of the guy.
Would you be willing to text her to ask for it? For me?
Sure. The message reads, Iris, Gabriel wants to contact the Elder. Can you
What
send me the
elder?
number? The
What elder?
That fucking Elder. I
You
know.
just get like you just get a you know like
Yeah,
a
I get the
sick emoji.
from the fucking phone energy.
After a short while, you get you get a phone number, and you're
Sorry,
told.
1 second. My headphones fucking died.
Okay, well, you good? Fixed? Fixed? Okay,
Yay.
good. Iris, proceed.
After a bit, you basically get a phone number as a text, and Iris says, "Well, I don't know if he's still using this number, but this was what he had last."
Let's hope he doesn't.
Why?
And yeah.
Then she asks, "Why do you even need to contact him?"
I do not. Gabriel asked for it.
Why?
Fuck it. I'ma call
Is
Iris
there
and
a
put it
call?
on loud and go fucking read the book.
It's a good thing that we have our own phone line system because this text line is breachy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, I assume a phone call is made, and Jack just hands over the phone.
I just leave the phone and fucking leave.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would you need to contact that problematic person? Gabriel.
Because something's wrong with me. And
what is wrong with you?
When I diablerized my sire, well, he's still in my head and trying to force me to do things, like walk into a trap at the computer lab.
What do you mean, walk into a trap?
I mean that there was some kind of something done to the keypad to try and immobilize me, and it didn't exactly work, and I left. And when I started to leave, my sire kept trying to force me to turn around and walk inside.
Your sire
is in my head, yes.
Mm-hmm. That is... Are you sure that's what it is exactly? Because, well, you could ask Abel to check. We had an issue with a botched Diablo in the past, and Abel could confirm that there was indeed a second soul inside.
We may as well do that first.
Listen, confirm that first, and either way, I know that there is a ritual that can definitely take out the possessed soul out of you. And given the fact that Jack did take over Delmont's shop, and now he also has Freya's library, it stands to reason that perhaps, given that we do have a necromancer in the face of Jasper, perhaps we can find that ritual if you are indeed possessed.
However, that would still bring its own difficulties, as I do still seem to have some magical resistance.
Is it necromancy resistance? And either way, that thing actually, well, it might just work. Even with you. You said you have some, but not really all. You're not fully immune to it anymore.
Well, whatever
Besides,
the trap
you won't be the one who will be casting it.
No, it will just be more difficult for those casting.
At this point, Jack returns with a bunch of necromantic books. Good, I like the challenge.
Jack, you have Delmont's
Yes.
library and properties. You have Freya's. Find that ritual. I mean, either way, it's a really useful ritual. Although, well, at the very least, now we know how much blood it costs. But find that ritual.
Already on it.
Search for it. As for you, Gabriel, I think you should first contact Abel. Like I said, I did text Jack that number, but I do not advise you to... Either way, why would you contact that man?
Because he owes Persephone a favor.
He owes Persephone a favor.
Yes, and I'm going to call that in.
You're gonna what?
Persephone wished to call in that favor to help.
Are you certain? Because
Quite.
last I checked, Persephone's memories and all that was... Did you manage to fix her?
Gabriel,
Yes.
as soon as you get the question, you just hear Persephone go, "Careful."
Oh, okay.
I see.
Partially, at least.
Well, then, is the memory issue fixed?
As best it can be. There was file leakage because...
Again, like I'm saying again, is Persephone 100% certain there is something owed?
Yes.
Well, your funeral if she's wrong, that's one. And I mean it literally, your funeral.
I understand.
Either way, I would suggest you first actually check whether you do have any possession. Because if you're not actually possessed by diablerie, that's something Abel can check with his powers, wherein he can hear the sins of the bearer. He'd be able to hear the sins of your sire if he is indeed within your body and not diablerized and consumed.
I understand. Meanwhile, as she's talking, I'm already texting Abel.
Mm-hmm.
I needed your expertise.
Either way, I would not suggest reaching out willy-nilly to that person. It is very dangerous. Can't say more. Lest I wish to invite their ire myself, but let's just say that, do you really wish to be calling upon somebody with powers? Somebody who is an antediluvian, most likely.
I've already
something of-
texted Abel while you were talking to me.
Good. What I mean is, that person is not someone you should even consider that you can summon to call in a favor. Especially if, well, you can't be certain whether he truly owes Persephone a favor. And you're saying the issues were only partially fixed and not all of memory. See, my point is, understand the dangers of
I understand,
calling
and I
them
thank
to
you for your advice. And then he's hanging up.
Damn, sis. Alright. Well.
I'm reading the books. Plausible fucking deniability.
Well.
That's okay. Iris is gonna kill me later.
So.
I mean.
Gabriel.
Iris is just gonna let you dig your own grave.
Yeah, I know.
It's the best part of VtM.
Yes.
Right.
To find it out, Mark.
Gabriel, what is your choice? By the way, I have seen the private messages of the other players. I will attend to that introduction. So, Gabriel.
You know what? I will help Jack to to search the library for that ritual while we wait.
Alright. In that case, eventually, there is a knock at the door. And I would assume Jack will let that person in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And in walks Jasper.
Hello there.
Oh, I'm here. It caught my attention for such knowledge. Do tell, why do you wish to research this right now?
Because Gabriel might be possessed. Not in a fun way. And need I say more?
As soon as you say Gabriel is possessed, Jasper will immediately look to Gabriel and see in the other side, see if there's any ghosts lingering nearby.
So you would be apt enough at necromancy to know two things. If Gabriel was possessed, you wouldn't be able to see the ghost in the Shadowlands, as the ghost would be inhabiting Gabriel's body, essentially almost invading the entity that is Gabriel. So there wouldn't be any reflection within the Shadowlands of that. The other thing you know is that a possibility is that a wraith could be trying to whisper and manipulate Gabriel from the Shadowlands without causing a possession, which is already notoriously difficult on Cainites. But you don't see any wraiths, which leads you to believe it's either a possession by a really, really talented wraith, or not the work of wraiths.
I included in my message that it was a diablerie. Did I? I believe I
Always
did.
better to check.
Yes, I included.
Yeah, Jasper is mostly checking just to make sure that it's actual
This is
Diablo
just
bullshit
A1
or...
soul.
Fine. He starts walking to Gabriel. May I see into your memories exactly what happened?
Wouldn't advise.
Why is that?
Unless you want to have a roommate in your head, wouldn't advise.
So you mean to say that she is not only dealing with diablerie, well, contamination, someone's also meddling with her mind? Jasper now clearly observing Gabriel very closely.
Jasper's kind of losing the plot because Gabriel is a man. But yeah, when I tried to examine the memories, somebody was rather excited about free. What was the word? Free space. I'd say that.
So do go on about exactly what you saw in Gabriel's head.
Well,
Well-
apparently he heard my sire speak to him.
Oh, the words were free real estate.
Out of character, would I know anything about Diablerie or not?
Possibly. I mean, you are an addict. I assume you would have done some homework, at least. So
In the production.
I think you would know enough that you'd know possession can happen. To what extent? No idea. I don't think you'd know that.
I see. Okay. Gabriel, tell me, when did it start becoming more complicated to deal with this problem?
First time I heard him speak was when I helped save you at that altar. However, the first time it became difficult truly was tonight.
So it didn't immediately start. It happened slowly, perhaps? You slowly trickling and losing control of your will, perhaps? Or it never happened before the altar and not much before tonight.
The second one. Not much before tonight. Just whispers into my head to me.
Interesting.
Which is sort of the normal type of stuff that happens after Diablerie.
I'd like to see into her aura.
Mm-hmm. Well, looking at his aura, I won't have you roll for it, just because you'll just attempt it over and over until you get it right. Definitely, actually, let me double check if there are any merits to keep in mind here. I should check this when it comes to players.
The only one is Iris's pass,
I
basically.
think there's nothing here.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a merit that makes you hide Diablerie.
I know, that's what I'm
one
checking.
That makes you look alive,
I don't have that merit.
I am checking for merits because there are multiple that affect your aura. But there are none here, so... Jasper,
yeah, I don't have any of those.
You see that it is indeed a Cainite. You don't see a lot of signs of Diablerie, but depending on when this happened, the signs could have faded over time.
But is there like a conflict of emotions, perhaps? Maybe two different emotions mixed in that shouldn't be, like giving a hint that there might be someone else?
Funnily enough, for this I will have you roll because it's an odd thing. So,
Yeah.
roll
It's like 3 successes.
roll wits and occult.
Okay, let's do this. Let's see. Before I roll, I need to change something. There we go. Melissa.
Okay. So
Mhm.
you see colors that are very muted, mostly. You see a very, very faint red hue here and there. You see muted emotions from Gabriel, which I'm sure he can describe if there are any, but they are very, very faint. The weird thing that catches your eye is you know what Gabriel is, and he's described what his condition, includes, what his condition entails. What you can't figure out is why there is a huge splash of Gabriel's aura that is constantly fluctuating and overlapping with the other colors. That shows curiosity. And it is really, really vivid color, which shouldn't happen because, emotions are muted in Gabriel's plan.
Okay. So Jasper will not react, but he will ask, have you suffered any experiments by your sire? And you're 100% sure that your sire was your sire, or not someone else, perhaps?
I'm fairly certain my sire was my sire, but he did experiment on me. I'm having memories return that apparently I suspect he might have suppressed, but
Would you
there are other.
mind? And Jasper looks at Jack and Gabriel. This is purely scientific. Don't try just spinning around.
Wait,
He says, looking to Jack.
I also have Persephone in here.
Yes, Persephone, your spirit. Yes, I am also connected to all my spirits, but this is different.
So, purely scientific, you were saying?
Mm-hmm. Gabriel, could you get naked? I need to examine your whole body.
Damn, at least get the guy some dinner first.
If I felt emotion, I'm sure that would be funny.
The emotion is funny.
Do you oblige?
I mean, I don't really have much. I don't really care. So yeah, I'm gonna start stripping down right there.
Okay. Jasper, what are you looking for?
Any incisions, anything, any other markings that might contribute into, rituals that have been done to him and whatnot.
Well,
Anything that does not look like it should belong into his body,
perception,
at least
medicine.
on the outside.
Perception medicine.
Listen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It is incredibly faint, but you see on Gabriel's chest there is almost as if his skin got pinched a little, but it's barely perceptible.
Is where I broke the fucking ribcage.
Jasper will put his hands on this spot and ask, "Would you mind me opening you up, Gabriel?"
Oh, that I did that.
You did this.
Yes.
Why would you open them up?
Well, that's complicated and part of Persephone.
Explain so that I can understand.
We put Persephone inside of me, the hardware that it's on.
Why was that necessary?
Because it's what was needed to form a connection.
And a connection with Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I would like a written report of how that affected you. Just out of curiosity.
Gabriel.
And while we're at it, and Jasper will use vicissitude to completely hide the pinch to make it so no one knows that something's inside of him.
Okay, Gabriel, as Jasper makes this request for a written report, you hear this chuckle in the back of your mind, and Persephone just says, "Absolutely not."
Absolutely, the fuck not.
Gabriel, you just open the box and make this feel. I don't like feeling like a lab rat.
Jasper, may I get dressed?
Yes, it doesn't seem to be nothing out of the ordinary. Though to look more in depth into it, I would have to use vicissitude, and I don't think it's necessary to put you through such a pain, unless you're desperate enough.
Abel said that he was going to a haven and to meet him there. And I'm to be checked to make sure this isn't demonic, so I need to go.
All right. Well,
I'll just make sure the box stays here.
Okay, well, unless Gabriel's trying
By
to
the way,
sneak
do I
out.
notice the box? Do I notice the box, by the way?
Entirely up to Gabriel if you put it down.
I would have put it back where I found it. I guess I put it back where I fucking found it.
Yeah, so
Good.
nothing out of the ordinary to you, Justin.
So I see
Exactly the way it was.
So the box is where it was.
So, which was in somewhere very plain and open. I
Yeah,
imagine.
it was on the
Which was
bookshelf
in the
the
fucking
middle.
office.
But it's
Okay, so
not
first
like
things
out
first.
in the open for everyone to see, basically.
Yes. Still, it's somewhere outside, completely secure. Jasper looks to check. Why is that Just sitting right there. He points at the box.
Because it's a room nobody
Why
except
have you not
me
secured
goes.
it somewhere properly?
You wanna move it
You
on your
want
own?
him to come here? Do you want
Look, I
someone
don't wanna.
else to stupidly summon him to come here, Jack?
If you wanna move the fucking box, you can do it yourself.
Well, if we're moving the box, I could help.
Not the fuck you are.
Jack Jasper hearing Jack saying that, he says, "Why not? What are you two planning?" Jasper says in a very monotone voice, but it clearly sounds like he's not happy.
Me personally, nothing.
It's not important.
It's not important, of course. So I'm going to be the fucking adult in the room, and I'm going to secure this fucking thing before one of you two happen to mess or not secure it properly.
He
How
owes
good is your
Persephone
celerity?
a favor for the aid that Persephone gave him when Persephone
I
was
will
alive.
pause you right there, Gabriel. I do not care if Persephone is owed him. I do not want him coming back. And if you knew what was good for your afterlife, you would definitely not want anything to do with this person.
You know, the more I'm told not to do something, the more I want to do it.
I will
Jasper,
just say this
do you
one,
remember that
Gabriel.
this country is very proud of freedom of speech? It's never freedom of consequences.
I'm just going to say this once, Gabriel. Do not meddle with things that you shouldn't meddle. And Jasper will, with one of his tails, grab the box and slide it using vicissitude inside of his body to make sure right now it's secure until he finds a place to hide it properly.
All right.
The moment Jasper does that, I blink the fuck out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, fuck, I'm staying here.
Well, I'm walking out now
Mhm.
because I have to go be able.
All right. So the three of you leave. And we will take a very short break there. After which we will return with Gabriel, Abel, and Iris, and if Jack and Jasper are joining the group there as well, we'll return with the entire crowd. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. See you soon. Welcome back. We return to our session, joining Iris and Abel as the 3 remaining members of the pack exit the elevator and knock at the door to Iris's office.
Come in.
I would assume the door opens and the 3 of you make it inside.
Yeah, the door actually opens. Like the moment anybody reaches, it just like opens on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And Abel sees Iris just basically wave her hand. So mind you, the waving of the hand is entirely unnecessary.
Yeah, basically what the 3 of you see when you walk in is Abel and Iris basically in positions where you can assume they were having a conversation. And just off the corner of your eye, on the other side of the office, you see Olivia.
Now, does anyone have any interesting, perhaps vital, information to share with our pack? And Iris is looking right at Gabriel. Well?
Oh, are we having technical difficulties?
Oh,
I don't
wait,
know.
I forgot to unmute my headset.
Okay.
Well, Gabriel, do you have anything to share with the class?
Well, there was some sort of trap that I can only assume was
No,
magical.
no, not about that. Are there any secrets that you were keeping? And Iris looks very performatively upon her watch. Well, actually, where a watch would be. And then says, give or take, maybe 30, 40 minutes ago?
Gabriel.
When you were on a call with me.
Gabriel, you hear Persephone saying, the jig is up, but
Well, I think that it would go back a little farther than 30 or 40 minutes.
Yes, but what were you saying? You were saying that, you partially fixed Persephone. But see, there was nothing being told about inserting whatever she is and they are into yourself.
Of course, I didn't do that alone, but it was my choice.
And you didn't do it alone. Iris basically looks at like Jack, Jasper, Abel to see who of them. I mean, come on, guys. You know that, you know as well, you know very well that hiding secrets from me is pointless. So...
I have no secrets. I'm
I
an
have
open
nothing to
book.
say about this.
Well, given the fact that Jasper just texted me that, Jack, I assume you were aware.
I was. I was told that Persephone is about to kick the bucket. That we
And it
should
was true.
investigate. That we should investigate the address. Which weird fucking magic place. and there was a
You feel basically Iris, like you feel like a presence touch your mind.
that'll make it easier.
Miguel, by the way, remind me basically what would I see from Jack's perspective? Like, I remember the whole thing, but like, what would he know about Persephone and what happened, basically?
Basically, you would. It depends how much Jack is thinking about the subject. If he's thinking on a surface level about like recent events, or if he's trying to remember the entire sequence of events.
Much.
Yeah. Okay. So you are pretty sure that Jack knew as much as anyone could know about this. He knew that you see both of them entering this room with a code they received from Persephone's ramblings, finding a nearly decapitated body, removing a device, and eventually figuring out what the device is and inserting it into Gabriel. Both of them knowing it's a risk, but betting on the possibility of payoff.
I just basically, as I retreat from Jack's mind, I also just quickly project it to Olivia, Jasper, and then Abel.
I think Gabriel looks almost bored at this point.
Right.
Of course, he always does. So.
By the way, does Jack know that it was like a mage or stuff?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Probably like presumption.
Okay.
Before putting like presumption.
Well then, I suppose we have another person here. Hello to you, Mr. Mage. And congratulations on surviving death in some form.
Gabriel, in the back of your mind, you just hear. Well,
now,
nice knowing you, kid.
And I just think, well, it was going to come out someday.
Well, now, Mr. Mage. Are you certain? Are you certain of that boon?
That debt? How certain are you?
And Iris just basically takes out some speaker or something and is like, you try connecting to that. Or why not actually, you know what actually is, and it clicks in Iris's mind. She just establishes Babel.
Okay. All right, everybody roll willpower except Gabriel.
I don't think it would go for the
Is Babel a mental connection?
Well, yes.
But it's also magic, so the DC would be 3 higher.
Ew.
It's not magic. It's disciplines.
It's auspics or demonstration. My fucking god. Okay, I'm fine.
And that's it?
You said I need to roll willpower? I
Yes.
ought to succeed.
You ought to succeed.
Yeah, through love merit.
She can do that.
Through what?
So Olivia also ought to succeed.
True love.
Ah, fair. Good point. Good catch.
I think I succeed.
All right. So immediately as you perform this power, Iris, everyone in the room except Abel begins hearing this whisper in their mind. Something
Bitch,
trying
I got
to
2
take
tens.
over. Now, Iris. Because Olivia is in the room and feels this too, and you share a look, you steel yourself and manage to hold on. My question is, do you maintain the connection?
I look to Olivia.
With one turn to spare, I guess Olivia would only manage to say, "Stop it."
Okay. I dissolve it.
All right.
I assume that was that Mr. Mage, or
From what I got, it's the Master Death Sire.
huh? Well then, Abel, do you remember that one time you checked whether Mariposa was still here? Could you check that with Gabriel?
I think that time we were fairly certain that Mariposa was still there.
Yes, but you were
And the only reason we could I could be of use was that Mariposa had already taken over.
Yes, but Mariposa actually hadn't really taken over at that time.
Yeah,
Point
but
is,
during
if a soul is
some
consumed,
bouts,
Let
no,
Abel
what I
finish.
mean,
Let Abel finish.
during some bouts, Mariposa took over, and I was able to deduce what made her tick. So unless
well,
Gabriel will be able to let her master take over, I'm not
well,
sure I can replicate
I'm
this
pretty
myself.
sure that time you used the power, the one that whispers the sins, it was Cecil in control. So, because the soul is, if it's not consumed, it's inside the body.
I used 2 different disciplines. I need to find out a person's sins. I can find out a person's sins when they are in control.
I'm pretty sure we were actually keeping Cecil on top when we were doing that.
So
Yeah,
to
because
clear up,
I was suppressing Mariposa with a different discipline.
So to clear up, because this did happen a while back, the use of the first dot of dementation could potentially be used for this in case of a diablerie if personalities begin to meld to some extent. Because there is an internal struggle between the two sides, the two faces. You can sometimes pick up on either side. The result here could tell you if this is a traditional diablerie. What would happen with a situation with the mage? Hard to say. He never tried it.
What I'm saying is that I think when I would try it now, I would just only find out something awkward about Gabriel.
I don't really have anything to hide from you. So I'm not sure what awkward things you're speaking of.
Let's keep it like that.
Well then, we have a case of another botched diablerie. Jack, did you manage to find any information?
Did I manage to find any information at the library?
Yes.
Oh, I'm asking Miguel.
Regarding what question specifically?
That ritual Delmont did.
The one that reverses diablerie.
Yep.
Unfortunately, no.
Just for the scientific purposes, would a sire that wishes, diablerized sire that wishes to take over the person who, the child who diablerized him, would he be able to do it if that child is in a frenzy state? Would it be easier?
At this
for
point, it's no. In the past, at this point, nobody's at the wheel, so it might make it easier, might not.
So if you are willing to experiment, we can try and remove Gabriel from the wheel. Which would allow me to maybe interact with whoever is reaching for the wheel.
Perhaps you should secure me somewhere or somehow, or have a stake ready?
Well, I could tie your arms and legs momentarily.
Olivia begins
Yes.
to walk towards Gabriel.
But I do have potence, so that should be taken into consideration.
Oh, it will be. Worry not.
I'm gonna let Olivia restrain me.
Okay.
So any ideas on how
So as
we might...
Sorry, finish up.
I mean, any ideas on how we might be able to give Gabriel a break at the wheel?
Frenzy?
As
You mean a
soon
frenzy?
as Abel finishes this, Olivia, it's about an arm's length away from Gabriel.
I'm gonna walk to meet her.
Well, as soon as you turn, you don't really get much of a chance to react, as you feel yourself immediately be paralyzed by a stake that is jammed through your heart, and it pins you against the wall.
Damn.
And I think it's obvious only for Iris, because Iris spends enough time with Olivia. It is visible that Olivia is holding back from doing worse.
And Iris is thankful to her for that.
Well, I guess I go limp and I'm hanging by a stake on the wall. I'm not sure if it would hold my weight.
Mm-hmm.
This is the special wood. Do not question it.
Yeah, get wood. Got wood.
Fuck's sake.
Get staked, motherfucker.
Also have to roll something.
Well, that was certainly one way of doing so. Anyway, what's the next step, Abel?
I mean, Serena, if you have any delicate ways of letting her frenzy.
By the
Not
way-
if she is staked.
Gabriel is a dude.
So yeah, just to
Not
correct
if he's
Jasper and
staked.
Abel, because this mistake happened a few times. Gabriel's a dude.
Yeah,
Jasper has
let
checked
me-
it.
it is.
Let me be clear.
Yeah.
I cannot make her make him frenzy if she is staked.
I probably can. I think. Never tried it, really. Let me just make sure that I'm not doing something stupid.
Oh, that is.
On the-
It's impossible for you
We
not to
are
do something
beyond that
stupid in
already.
VtM.
We are past that moment, my boy.
Oh, no. I can't. I will say I cannot make it into a frenzy. I can make it to a rock shark. If that works.
Can I just like
Rudshek is frenzy, Jasper.
Well, there's a slight difference in the types, but yes.
You still absolve yourself of control in this situation.
Well,
Mm.
then I'll put it into a frenzy through fear. And I would use Quell the Beast to put it into a fear frenzy.
Quell the beast?
Yes, Quell the
Animalism.
Beast you can soothe or put it into a fear.
Yes, that does not. So Quell the Beast, I don't think can put you into a fear frenzy. I think it can only.
The player
No.
rolls manipulation, intimidation, and forcing down the beast through fear.
Yes, but it's basically
That's
making it numb. I don't think you
No,
can make
no.
someone
This
frenzy.
basically puts the beast more like into hibernation, so you can quell the beast literally
Yep.
from a frenzy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you use that to
then I
put Jack out of the road track.
Understood.
Like I said,
Misunderstood.
please, like I said, Jasper, Olivia, any of you, just first make sure that when we unstake them, they cannot run around. Merge their legs, do whatever needed. And then,
Jasper
once
will.
it's done, I can make them frenzy.
I'ma do
Jasper
the
will make sure that Gabriel cannot run. He will glue his legs together. Probably the fastest way to do so, to make him unable to run or walk.
Fangs as well.
Abel goes over and ties Gabriel's shoelaces together.
I'ma probably get a like I'ma do Arms of Ahriman and like let's see how many tentacles are gonna populate the room.
Oh,
Delicious.
we're doing tentacles now? Kinky.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Precisely 0. It's 0, fuck you. Fuck the fucking. Well, it's not a good day.
Sucks to be you.
Uh-huh.
Well-
It's cold
Right.
here, okay?
After they have prepared Gabriel,
Mm-hmm.
I nod to Olivia that she can remove the stake.
And it takes one
And
pull. And Gabriel falls to the floor. The four of you make a perception alertness, perception alertness roll, please.
discerning applies.
Fine details.
Mm-mm. Fine details applies.
Nice. Pelese.
1, 2,
Insightful?
3, 4,
Does
5, 6,
insightful?
7, 8,
Mm-mm.
9. 9
Oh, there's a
successes.
3, 6, 9 as well. Nice.
Okay.
This Insight
think
will
everyone-
apply, as
No, insight does
Abel
not apply.
said.
Oh.
He just said it.
So I think everyone notices. As Gabriel falls, there is a quick motion of his arm that sort of braces the fall, as essentially he's going to face plant. He basically braces so he doesn't hit his head as hard. The weird part is, you notice this flinch begin right before the stake is pulled.
The fuck?
Fascinating. The question is it Persephone or someone else on the wheel right now?
Well,
Would you
that'll
like to
be
know?
Abel.
I'll sense the sins on
Mhm.
on whoever is currently inhabiting Gabriel's body.
Yeah, I won't have you roll for this, because it's attempted again and again. So, the familiar voice speaks to your ear, says, "Odd. Which one do you want to understand better?"
It would probably be the eldest Cainite.
It's intermittent, but he feels regret for not being ready. One mistake cost too much.
I think I have what I needed.
And
I could try and rile them up. However,
Rile them up?
I'm not entirely sure how we managed to get Mariposa to leave the last time.
well, we didn't really get her to leave. We just made her less.
So,
But
quick.
I can try and make sure that whoever wants to grab the
Back-
wheel is too mentally unstable to do so.
So, a quick thing that happens, Gabriel. As soon as there are suggestions made about allowing whoever else is in there to take the wheel, Persephone starts saying, "If they do that, we're both dead. Say something."
I don't want that to happen. I think that it will. Persephone thinks that it will be the end of us.
Well, first of all, I'm going to remind Abel that last time we did this, I was using Psychomemoria to bring up, to basically remind Cecil of who he is and bringing up memories. I knew those things because of our connection. I had something to work with. Whatever you added on top of it, first of all, remember it didn't last even a week, but also it worked because I was there using Psychomemoria. I won't be able to use it for Gabriel.
So we can't do it then.
Just
If we don't have
Jasper,
enough connection to Gabriel.
Well, more like I don't know what to.
And to be honest, he doesn't seem to be that far gone either.
Jasper will kneel down towards Gabriel and ask, "Could you ask Persephone why does she feel that, well, it'll be the undoing of both of you if we go on through this?" She seems to know a little bit better about the situation than all of us, so it would be best for now that she tell us all she can.
I potentially might have access to a specific power if I were to lower my generation by 1, or if I use that ritual, but I don't think saving the Diablerist from
We just lost Abel,
a botch
and now he's
would
back.
be something that the Teliavelist would consider worth giving me his blessing. Our deal is not to prevent the natural entropy, but rather to hasten for those who have long since stagnated, like the Talmahara. So...
Oh, okay, good. Gabriel, the moment Iris says that word, name, Talmahara, Persephone, you feel there's a sense of urgency and kind of a eureka moment. And you hear Persephone say, wait. I heard that before.
Iris, could you repeat that bit about the Talmahara, please?
What about the Talmahara? That I have a pact with the death god to hasten their...
Persephone says that they've heard this before.
Iris just turns on puts on a device. Persephone, could you perhaps connect to a device?
Gabriel?
I'll go ahead and walk over and...
Walk, drag yourself, more or less.
Yeah, drag me. Can I spend some blood to heal, by the way?
Oh, that's so much fucking blood.
Actually, if it was it Jasper who did it?
Oh yeah,
yes,
right.
And
it was Olivia.
No, Olivia stake.
Way.
Jasper made the modification.
I'm gonna heal the damage from the stake.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
When basically Iris seeing that, technically she's currently made immobile or difficult to move. Iris just going to move the device that she offered as a means of communication. Like she's gonna move it closer to Gabriel.
I just give you a nod, like a thank you nod.
Jasper, for a moment, grabs his phone, looks at it, and
it's not Iris's phone. It's not Iris's phone.
No.
It's.
This is something else.
Okay.
He looks at it. He stares for probably a minute, maybe too long for just a text, and puts it away for now.
All right.
Either way, Iris leaves the device within Gabriel's reach
I'm gonna pick it up and just like position myself so that I'm sitting upright with my mermaid legs out in front of me.
With a very thanks
Well,
guys face.
Well,
Yeah.
Mr. Mage, it seems right now you're the least of our problems, so if you would please connect to the device and...
I am trying to focus with Gabriel to try and help the mage.
2 dice. Please.
Can I do willpower?
Not on this, no. Yeah.
Well, I didn't botch
That
this
is a
time.
success. The speaker begins to make these odd static noises, and then a voice rings through. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Good.
It's probably like a
Hi.
conference speaker with a mic.
Hi. Bit awkward. Right. That word, I've heard it before.
Mahara?
Yeah.
Those are who
Well.
attacked you, I believe.
Well, it's rather ironic that you're currently sharing a body with a defector from the very same cult.
Well, that would explain quite a bit, actually. Right, as far as I remember, this name, I know we were at odds with each other, and I managed to
given the
take
fact-
something from them.
Well, given the fact that you were confined, molded into a device and prototype AI, which was appropriated from them by Gabriel during his defection. And there's another more advanced version, as far as I'm concerned, within their domain, within their headquarters. I am not surprised that you were at odds.
Yeah.
After all, that is exactly from whom you were retrieved. Hence our initial distrust, not knowing what you are.
Yeah, well, I can tell you we're not friends. Also, you might not want to mess with Gabriel's head too much right now.
Elaborate?
Well, we're trying to solve a problem, and depending on how much you poke the bear, it might mean the end of both me and Gabriel. And then you have a Talmahara agent, pretty capable one, possessing your packmate. Your packmate who knows pretty sensitive information, might I add.
Iris just takes a look at Olivia and telepathically just asks her, "Is Thing still there?"
Olivia just nods.
Well, thank you for the warning. Either way, we weren't planning. It would be impossible for us to repeat what we've done previously with the Diablo repossession. Simply because that would require me to know much more about Gabriel, about their interests, likes, dislikes, all of that. I simply do not possess that knowledge in order to make sure they are the ones in control. Meaning whatever me and Abel has done in the past, it's off the table.
Well, I can tell you, I'm keeping things safe enough. Seems Gabriel and I are a bit on the same boat, which means if I want myself to be alive as alive as I can be, Gabriel has to stay alive. So kindly, you know.
But yeah, Persephone, what do you want out of this?
What do I want?
What is your most immediate wish right now?
To stay alive. I didn't
Yeah,
cheat death
aside
3
from
times
the
just for
obvious.
this to be the end.
Yes,
Right
but
then.
how can we get you to whatever you want your next step to be?
Right then.
Because obviously it's not a very polite thing to stay in someone's head.
Well, I would
Let's handle
think that's
things.
not a decision for you to make, is it?
Well, Persephone was. I did so while I consented.
Either way, that is literally not the problem right now. The problem right now is the Talmahara agent. Needless to say, we do have some security in the worst case scenario. But tell me, Mr. Mage, are you able to keep that presence down?
I
I'm
can
not.
suppress it. But I have a limited influence.
So we need that ritual.
Well, potentially I would advise against it. I don't know what ritual you mean, but usually these things...
It's a ritual that reverses diablerie.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a good idea.
Exact.
Well, the fact that I'm here kind of complicates things.
From what I saw in the memories, though, you were inserted in a device, weren't you?
Yes. Well, if you're thinking
Your
about removing
soul?
the device, it's
Well,
probably
no,
going
what
to
I'm
kill
saying.
me.
Well, no, we're not talking about that. What I'm saying is that the ritual itself most likely has a different vector. It works through our blood. Are you part of the blood? Have you been consumed into the curse of Cainites? If you still have your magic, or are able to use some part of it, you have not.
Have the residual bits of it. Been fading over time. But to answer your question, Gabriel, may I?
Hopefully, we could just. I mean. I don't know if it would even make a difference if I told you my preferences or not. He could just pretend to be like them himself.
I suppose. But what I meant is, I am enough of able that if we're separated, well, for lack of a better explanation, or more simple one, we can't be separated. Not for a while, at least.
Not for a while, which is how long?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. This
first of all,
never
I'm
really
not-
happened to me.
I'm quite certain. What I'm saying is that the diablerie process is a bit different than what you've undergone, right? And the diablerie process specifically targets that. In the process of that rituals that I was speaking of, the consumed blood of the sire would be expulsed along with his soul. You were not consumed through the blood. You were not drained. You're not a vampire. But also, given the fact that we'd still have to find a ritual, research it, my point being is, you said you can't be separated for a while.
Yeah.
What is that while? Is it a night?
If it was that little. I don't know. Look, I'm kind of working out off of bits and pieces of a memory. Okay? If I can access the rest of Persephone, then probably I can get everything back. Might even get you a little something extra.
The rest of Persephone? What do you mean that whatever they have in their headquarters is also you?
That's
Yes.
a bit.
I see.
They stole Persephone's technology and left him for dead.
I assume they stole more than just the technology, because technology would not be able to see things in the astral realm.
Well, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of overlap. But that's besides the point. What I mean is, don't try to separate anything here. The balance is fragile enough as is.
Well, I suppose given the fact that we do have, how to say, fail-safe devices, in case either of you fail to suppress the sire, we do have means of ensuring no sensitive information gets out. But I would say that it would be much better if we'd be able to ensure that they no longer have access to this type of technology.
Well, if we find a way to connect me there, probably arrange that. Might even make it work for us.
Connect you there? I mean, I suppose if you give me some time to develop my connection with my tech spirits and connection, a network could be established.
Couldn't we just ask a favor?
From whom?
Why all the difficult things? Apparently Jack knows him. Jasper knows him.
Yes, and I know them too, but I'm very uncertain why you would have them. Well, first of all, the box was retrieved from a necromancer. Of Jack's bloodline, lineage, in one way. She was the one who had the box. But the problem is, that the box can summon someone whom we'd rather not have anyone near. And let's just say that.
Well, what if that someone owes me a favor? Aren't you a lot big on favors?
Yes, but here's the fun fact, Mr. Mage. If you're wrong, if you're wrong, if you're mistaken, if you do not fully remember whether it's true or not, you would be essentially summoning a vampire god, claiming that they owe you a favor. Do you know how it would end up for you? All of us, potentially.
Well, if he honors his deal, but pretty well,
Are you
I
sure?
suppose.
Are you sure? How are your memories, Mr. Mage?
Oh, like shit.
Well, then can you be certain that your deal was with them and not someone else?
Well, I only know that if I get my hands on the box, if the box is open, I get to actually talk to this person.
Yeah, that sounds like the guy.
Again, like I said again, that is someone very old. Too old for human minds to comprehend. Too powerful. I'd wager that there's not a single vampire in this city that could feasibly do anything against them. And if you're wrong, and you summon them and then you claim that they owe you something when your memories are muddled and you're wrong, let's just say that elders of our kind are not very fond of anyone demanding things or saying that they owe them something.
Mm-hmm. So...
In other words, we must humbly ask assistance.
In other words, the last time this person was here, most of us were threatened.
Well, if that's the case, I suppose I'll shelve that idea, but I don't know. Feels wrong
Mr.
too.
Mage. I mean, nothing's stopping you from doing it outside of the domain.
Well, a pretty big problem that's stopping me. Gabriel has to do it.
Hmm.
Look,
Exactly.
let's put a pin on this. We can think about it. If you change your mind, just have Gabriel open the box.
Although I'm still not sure why you put it inside of you, Jasper.
Oh, no.
I responds to
I
him.
already had security.
You did what?
Drama ensues.
That's a weird kink.
Come on, Jasper, we don't have many secrets here. Right?
Well, I'm not leaving it exposed in the open.
It was in the fucking office.
With no security whatsoever around it.
Office was in the library. Does that not have security?
Jack, doesn't the library have an area
It's pretty secure, yeah.
wait, doesn't the library have an area which is accessed only if you have obtenebration or necromancy?
Yeah.
A hidden zone.
Yeah.
So that is a place where Jasper can easily leave it, because without him, you wouldn't be able to retrieve it. Now, would you? And as it stands, it still remains a better option than having it near any of us.
I mean, it's not like I restrict your access to the library.
Yes, but What I mean is that, let's say Gabriel got adventurous again.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I mean, Jasper can do it pretty much on his own.
Yes. Jasper, would you agree with that solution?
Yes, it is more appropriate.
But Mr. Mage, I hope you understand why we're not exactly thrilled about the idea of contacting someone who threatened to eradicate entire lineages of our kind.
Fair, I guess. Well, like I
And
said, we'll put a pin on it.
Either way, I still think that if Jack and Jasper managed to come across that ritual that Delmont used, it would be a valuable point to research it. Because, like I said, whatever you did, I suppose it's a bit more similar to consuming a spirit of the nature in that sense. And that is not affected by the anti-diablerie ritual, because the process.
Different, but... Look, I would advise waiting.
That is obviously what we're going to do. We have enough trouble to deal with. Besides this as well. Either way, if you were, for example, to have a body to inhabit while the ritual takes place, would that work?
Well, I'll have to have the details of the ritual.
Well, we need to find it first.
Yes, we better find it then.
Jasper? Well, you know what to do with that. Jasper, Jack can fill you in on the details of the ritual. Perhaps you'll have an easier way finding something when you know exactly the form of what you're looking for.
Fine. You can send me the details, correct, Jack?
Jack can tell you.
Jack?
And we're good here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, just a second.
Actually, Jack, you'd have to actually text Iris. You can't send a telepathic message to her.
Well, I can send, I cannot retrieve one. Wasn't it like how we established it?
I'm not sure. Usually it was Iris who established the connection.
No, basically, if a connection is established between the two of you using .4 of Auspex, thoughts can be exchanged, really. That's usually how I run it anyway.
Iris has to establish it. Because of her occultation.
And if you have the defenses, yeah.
I can't take them down, they're permanent.
Them.
Yeah, so...
They're permanent now. So I assume Jack maybe texts me that.
Yeah.
Iris looks to Jack. With whom does he wish to talk?
This fucker.
You.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, Mr.
Well,
Mage.
apparently there was a reason I didn't take the fucking amulet out of the library, was there?
I see.
Abel, would you mind filling Jasper in the details about the ritual?
I'll do that. For now, I think, if he wishes to talk, you can take Gabriel. Might as well as kill two birds with one stone.
Idiots.
All right.
That is entirely a grave of your own digging.
So am I to assume that Jack and Gabriel leave?
Yeah.
I would also advise Jasper to give the box back to Jack. Since the jig is up.
The jig is always up.
Will tell you that he will.
You can always go with them.
Iris just basically projects to Jasper that guy wants to speak with Jack. Do you want to be there?
Hello, can you hear me? I kind of
Yeah,
disconnected
Yeah,
for a
we
second.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasper would have said that Jack will be receiving the box soon.
What?
Right. Jack would be
He'll be
receiving the
giving
box
back
soon.
the box.
Okay.
All right.
That is not even the grave of my digging, motherfucker.
So, I'm assuming Jack and Gabriel leave then?
I messaged
maybe-
him dressed like
yeah.
way out of fucking domain.
I
Like,
looked to
way out
Abel.
of vampire attention.
Abel, would you like to go with them?
Actually, I would
You
prefer...
seem to have a way with
Sure.
people.
We did have a thing
Ah.
to do with Abel, remember?
We did.
Oh,
but...
we can. Maybe possibly we can.
Squirrel has
Say
to
that
dip in like
we-
10 minutes, so
Maybe we did it like while the others were getting here, and
Sure,
Okay,
we can
we'll
talk
handle
it out
it
in the chat.
PMs then. All right. Well, if that's the case, Jack leaves with Gabriel
And Abel.
and Abel, if Abel wants to go.
yes, I'm going with them. Yes.
Which leaves Jasper and Iris in the room.
And Olivia.
And Olivia, of course, but Olivia's always around, even if you don't see it.
Because we're not going to see the guy. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
Mhm.
I'm gonna head out now. That's
Yeah.
okay.
For context, the
So,
player
Jasper-
needs to leave a bit early, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
all good.
So just wait until there's only Iris and Olivia in the room before he turns to Iris and asks, "Do I still have to keep an eye out if Persephone is doing any bullshit?"
We do. But mind you that my safe means of keeping an eye out are pretty much leave me staked. And well, I'm also dealing with that werewolf situation.
Indeed. Any new information that you would like to share?
Well, our Banu Hakim Daredevil certainly confirmed that whatever they're doing at the factory is, I don't know, some strange biological experiments, catching animals from the deep sea, injecting them with something and releasing them back. And that there's some secret
What
zone.
were you able to see exactly from his memory?
No, that is... Let's just say that his mind is heavily warded. I'd say that even...
If I could have seen the memory, perhaps I could have made some sense of what they were doing.
We'd have to ask him if that is possible at all in person. Either way, right now his task is to trail the corrupt werewolves and see what can be... whether they have any niche abilities like the Infernalists, for example, do. Either way,
That would
he's
be
not a
good to know.
Khaldun. Either way, he's not a Khaldun, so He certainly felt something, but is unable to see it. But he did manage to have a stroll through the factory. Oh, and also the werewolves were all very deformed from his report.
Formed in what ways exactly?
Miguel?
Well, the few cases that were described to you, obviously we had to cut the scene early, so I will assume more questions were asked, more details were shared. Some of them had these weird, misshapen aspects to them, and they varied quite wildly. They varied from something minor like maybe having a slight hunchback or fingers that are a bit too long, all the way to having, for example, two faces, having bits of a second body growing out of them, like another set of hands. Like the description is grotesque, and basically all the werewolves spotted, at least all the werewolves you could see, had some deformed aspect of their visage like this.
Like they're being bombarded, or maybe even sick, like bombarded with radiation.
It was never established that they looked sick.
No. But the way you're describing it feels a little bit like what would happen if, for example, a mother suffered too much radiation while giving, well, gestating. You know.
It's possible, but it's a bit of a leap to assume that, given the amount of stuff it could be, and the amount of stuff you don't know it could be. It's an assumption you can surely suggest, but hard to say if that's the case or not.
They almost sound sickly. Like, and Jasper will ponder for a moment and said, like the animals found in Chernobyl, I believe, from what I read recently.
Well, either way, they are collaborating with an entity that I would normally assume the werewolves would fight against. And I've already described to you how they look to the nature spirits from the spiritual aspect. A blight. Either way, we can be certain that whatever they came to talk about, and given their collaboration with the factory, they're very much aware of those experiments and all that. And I'm sure for both of us and for the werewolves, whatever's happening there is very much a disturbance of, well, the nature and the spirits.
I see. Also, our mage friends mentioned that thing that we did, a very big thing. People are looking into it, and not just mages, perhaps.
Well, have you read Beckett's book about werewolves?
Can you repeat?
Have you read anything about the werewolves ever?
Well, I
They worship a
read.
triad. They worship a triad, so to say. Well, they consider a triad, not that they worship one, but they consider as a triad, like, of concepts, like rule. And let's just say that in Melange, during the event, because, I know things when I'm in there, even those free entities noticed what we did.
Yes, but they mentioned that I might become a target, since I don't know how, but they were sure to know that I was somehow the main point or main culprit for our little thing.
Well, then I advise you
Oh,
to advance your metamorphosis.
I have been doing so, though you can never be 100% sure. That's why I'm telling you this warning that I received.
Well, it's good to know. Either way, like I said, if you advance your metamorphosis past this initial state, it does grant certain occultation.
Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. By the way, Iris, out of
Yeah.
curiosity, how did you, find your fire spirit? Did you have a ghoul perhaps create a fire?
How?
Or
Miguel,
Hmm.
do you remember? Do you remember?
Yes, you actually caused it was a fire at the woods, I believe.
Yeah, but I think that's the one where I got him to level 2.
Yeah.
So I guess I just lit a candle in our haven or something.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a very powerful spirit, and obviously spirits like that, you have to make more pacts to get it at high ranks, but a candle is enough to spark a spirit. It's just not very significant.
Well, I've literally lit a fire at our old haven. See, it was a fireplace, maybe a candle, but it started small and it wanted to consume more. And I have been giving it
I
since the
see.
consume. Same way that I've developed my connection with the tech spirit. It started out small, and after our pact, I help it evolve. It grows stronger, and I learn more.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I'll keep that in mind, thank you. Anything else that you need from me, Iris? Or Olivia?
Olivia just shakes their head.
I think for now, well, I gave you the details about the Death House project. We should run it soon. Some traps and puzzles. Well, meant for talented fledglings, obviously.
Yes, I have been gathering some spirits. Ones that will not kill them, but should prove to be challenging to deal with.
Good, good. That gives them bread and a show. Wasn't that the Roman adage?
I say that perhaps, well, for the first one to come in place, we could make a extra challenge. If you want.
Just give me some notes. Leave me some notes of the ideas.
Well, I'll send you the notes. Jasper
Yes.
says, smiling, like someone just confirmed that he can make something that he has been wanting to.
Either way, just leave me some notes, you know. I'll combine something from it. But I suppose there is one thing we haven't really been paying too much attention to. Although I assume your ability to spy on that would be quite limited. And that is whatever the hell is going on in the tower. With... and Jack's sire? Given the fact that Rourke and Kian are also still there.
I mean, if we wanted to dig a little bit more information about the La Sombra clan, could bring dear old Jack's dad here for questioning once again.
Let's leave that on a burner for now.
But I'm just telling you because it is an option.
It is an option, but Valand had no idea about Tal Mahara or anything of the like. And I am not looking towards Valand's ghost, or remnants, being absolutely gleeful about the fact that Jack's decision to let, what was her name?
Liliana.
Liliana go, ended up in her defecting. Either way, from what I discern, it's not like he knew a lot about her anyway. My point is, I'd rather keep use of melange to a minimum, since the only safe way I can use it is by being staked. And that requires Olivia to be present and watch over me. Otherwise, let's just say that it is rather difficult to restrain somebody who can turn into blood, instantly morph, and possesses vicissitude, or can turn into wind. So staking is the only way, and I'd rather keep that to a minimum.
If you say so.
So, if you're able to set out a network, it would be very useful to see what's going on there.
I can, but last time that I tried to send some, it was recently warded. So I am unsure how much information I'll be able to gather, but I'll try.
Well, what about your spirits? Not the race, I mean.
Well, I haven't tried with the other spirits, but I'm unsure.
You're able to make pacts with them, you know that. You're able to make pacts with them, by the way. If you need, I'll teach you the ritual.
Can you speak just a little bit louder because you're
Yeah.
very
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
quiet for
If
me.
you need, I can teach you the ritual. You can
If I
make
need,
pacts. If you need to learn how to make pacts with nature spirits, I can teach you.
it would be useful to know the tools to do so and rules to commit to it.
Right, well then, we can do it sometime later this week.
But I would prefer if you just point me towards a direction instead of teaching me.
Iris would still have that that thing that she used to basically derive her path.
The volume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or did she learn like how to make those things with like the spirits?
Well,
From the spirits.
I'd say it was in the volume because it's how you started.
Well, I mean, it doesn't exactly. I don't use exactly the same means, but she basically reaches into like a drawer, and then pulls out this like a tattered notebook. But I use this as inspiration in a way.
I see. And Jasper will wait for Iris to hand him over the notebook so he can take a look.
She hands it over. She does say though that this is specifically like more like thaumaturgy green path, but nonetheless, it is easy to bring it over into our system.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I do have some other matters to attend to.
And I will not keep you waiting any longer. I'll take my leave. Good evening, Miss Olivia.
And Jasper, do push forward your path of metamorphosis to evolve. It will open new possibilities and make you and change you.
Jasper nods. And he takes his leave.
Right. As Jasper.
Iris sighs and leans back into the chair after the door closes.
Alright. And
She looks to Olivia. And just says, "No rest for the wicked, huh?"
At this point, didn't expect it. And with that, we'll call the session to a close. Thank you everybody for watching. Remember to subscribe to us both here on YouTube, Twitch. And we'll see you next week, the next episode of Beyond Armageddon.
See yous.
Bye bye.